Okay, so we were discussing that force analysis in a machining operation, right? I think many people missed the class yesterday. Now I am seeing the list. So those guys who missed the class, it will be difficult to understand. Again, I am telling, it will be difficult for you guys to understand clearly. But anyway, I will try to brief things so that it will be easy for you guys. Fine. So we were discussing that merchant circle diagram where what was the last class discussion? Last classes we discussed that there are four forces involved in a machining process. That is shear force. That is shear force. Then normal force shear to the plane. Normal force, or we can say force normal to the shear plane. Force normal to the shear plane. So here, just I brief. Everybody can see the this content. Is it visible to all? Is it visible to all? Uh, so just a quick recap. Very quick recap. Uh, Very quick recap. We started. Very quick recap is required. So, guys who missed the last class, we were discussing mechanics of chip formation, shear angle and shear strain rate estimation, or we can say estimation of shear angle and shear strain forces in a cutting operation, power energy, velocity in cutting operation, and then we'll also discuss metal removal rate in a machining process or machining time. So this already we have discussed. Uh, you know this I cannot explain more once again because it is very tough job right now to make understand in a minute. So already we have discussed. So just I will talk about this formula. Shear area, that is this area PO W we estimated. Then shear angle, how to estimate shear angle, that formula we derived. Tan phi is equal to r cos alpha minus divided by 1 minus r sin alpha, where r we said chip thickness ratio, that is T naught divided by TC, uncut divided by cut, to remember. That we derive. Then shear strain rate, that gamma is equal to cot phi plus phi plus tan phi minus alpha. This we discussed how we estimated that also. We derived this relation, gamma is equal to cot phi plus tan phi minus alpha. So this is your shear strain. From the geometrical interpretation, we estimated that gamma, shear strain, shear angle, shear strain. Then we solved a numerical problem also. Just in that numerical problem, put the value, get the answer. Right now, we used those formulas like tan phi is equal to r cos alpha or 1 minus r sin alpha, and gamma is equal to cot phi plus tan phi minus alpha. We used this relation and we got these answers also. Then we started this force analysis in a machining processes. As I said, basically there are four forces that acts on the machining operation. shear force, normal force, friction force, and normal force to the shear plane. So here, chip, we took chip basically in a free, we draw free body diagram of chip, and because chip is moving at a constant velocity, so friction force and normal force, there was a resultant. Then shear force and normal force, there was a resultant. As I said, two forces acts from the workpiece and two forces acts from the tool side, already discussed. And finally, summation of these forces must be equal to zero because chip is moving with a constant velocity. So resultant R is equal to this. These were the condition, right? No. So R plus R dash is equal to zero because chip is moving. Net force on the chip is zero. Already we discussed, right? Already we discussed. Uh, and again we said that is shear force, that is normal force to the shear plane, and these two forces acts from the workpiece. And again I said normal force, that is rack surface, that acts perpendicular to the rack surface and parallel to the rack surface. Already I said normal force, that is parallel to the rack surface, right? No, friction force is parallel to the rack surface and normal force is perpendicular to the rack surface. Normal to the shear plane, parallel to the shear plane, right? Already we have discussed this area, we already estimated. Then shear stress, then finally shear force. In terms of material property Tu, where is your ultimate shear strength, ultimate shear strength, shear strength, or you can calculate stress also if you know the force value. If you know the force value, this force must be sufficient to cut the material. Means if force and this value, when force increases, this tau increases, and finally at a point where this tau will change to tau ultimate strength, then cutting will start, and that value is your shearing force. Then we discussed merchant circle, and these were the condition, right? No, magnitude. I talked about the magnitude, that F is square plus n. So again, I said it is in a circle where R is equal to x square plus y square. So tip of this F and Fn, Fs all will be on the circle of radius R. Then this angles we understood, this angle, this angle. So three angles we understood, that is alpha, phi, and lambda. Then other angles from the geometry, we got other angles, right? And finally, we estimated some relation, that is cos lambda minus alpha is equal to fc by r, or cutting force and thrust force. We introduced, in fact, right? No, we introduced these two forces because I said these forces we can measure by the dynamometer. So other unknown forces, we tried. In fact, we did. We established a relation to find out four unknown forces in terms of cutting force and thrust force, and shear angle and the rack angle, right? And chip thickness ratio. And Ft is a measurable quantity. As I said, Fc is cutting force, that is parallel to the cutting velocity, and thrust force is normal to the cutting velocity. Then we write resultant force, you can get also, right? No, these things. And shear force, this already we derived, and this relation we got yesterday, we have already discussed. Then part of that merchant cycle diagram, we took this one. These were the extended portion, and we could find the relation, that is Fn and Fs. Fn and Fs, these two relation we got, Fn and Fs. These are very important relations. Now what we'll do, so homework I asked to find Fn and N in terms of Fc, Ft, and alpha. Anybody could do that? Anybody? So now our job is to find F and T in terms of Fc, Ft, alpha, and phi, or anything measurable quantity. Anybody could find? Anybody? No. Very good. Anybody could find? Anybody? So F is equal to Ft cos alpha plus Fc sin alpha, and N is equal to Fc cos alpha minus Ft sin alpha, because it is there in a notes. In a notes, my notes, it is there. So I think you people could have. Rajesh Sharma got. It is there, man, in my notes. Again, what you have to do, you have to take a part of this merchant circle diagram and you have to extend. Parveen M also got the relation. Right? So I have to, no issue. I will explain you guys. Let me open my. Let me find from my notes right now. I'll copy it. Let me copy it first. Fine. The picture is not clear. Picture is not clear. Anyway, oof, picture is not clear. Let me copy the content. Fine. Okay, so guys, it is easy, right? Now it is very easy to find what do you call that force. I have already given hint in your notes. I have solved right now. So what we'll do, we'll solve some problems now. Uh, so fine. I think it is easy. I don't have that image. Here I explain you in that diagram in a merchant cycle that Merchant circle diagram, I explain you now how to find the relation of force and normal friction force and normal force in terms of FC and FT. So it is easy, very easy. Yes, it is very easy. Yes, bro. Fine. So what you have to do, already this Fs and Fn we got. Now we are trying to find F and N. So what we did right now, we extended it like this, and this line, right? Then do and this is again your FC, and then we draw a perpendicular line like this, then one perpendicular line on this. Rest, suppose this is your H, this is your K, and this is your I, this is your J, this is your B or B dash, suppose B dash or B or B dash. Okay, fine. So F will be your, this is your FT, so it will be your FT, and this is your FC length. So this F will be your right OH. So basically your F will be uh, that is your OH, that is equal to OB. So basically F is your OB, and that is equal to OH plus HB dash, HB dash, or we can write OH plus HB dash, we can write KJ. So OH is your this one, and this one is your OH, right now. So this is your FT. So it will be OH will be your FT cos alpha, because this angle is alpha. So component of this FT along this F will be your FT cos alpha plus KJ. KJ is your this one, right now, this one. So this is your FC and this is your lambda, right now. So what will be this angle? You have to find this angle. This angle will be alpha. How this angle will be alpha? You can check. You can check this. This is alpha. So this is your alpha, right now. This is your 90 degree. 90 degree. This is your what? This angle is your 90 degree minus alpha. So this will be your alpha. This is your alpha, right now. This is your alpha. This is your 90 degree. This is your 90 degree. So this is your 90 degree minus alpha. So this is your 90 degree minus alpha. So this will be your alpha. So this we have to this, right now. It will be the component of FC in this, right now. So this is your, we can say along this line and along this line, perpendicular line, right now, perpendicular. So this we can estimate, and that will be your how much? That will be your FT sin alpha. This is your FC sin alpha. Similarly, for n you can find FC n. How to find that n? This is your n. So n you can find this total minus this, minus this, total minus this, total minus this. So total will be your FC cos alpha, and that minus this one will be component of this one, right? No, and I mean you can find this one. You know this ft, this is alpha, so this length you can find, right? So that will be your ft sin alpha. It is already we have discussed in details. First one, second one is will be like that only, and sorry f. So now f, and we got this. Now what is power? So power in a cutting operation basically thrust force is perpendicular to the velocity. So there is no movement of force, right? No. So movement of force is along the cutting velocity only. So power will be Fc into V. So all power will be consumed in a cutting only. I mean there is no power consumption in a thrust, because if somebody is applying a force like this F, but it is not moving, there is no work done. But if force is applied like this and this is moving with velocity V, so we can say that F into V is your power. So this is our thrust force, this is our cutting force. So velocity and cutting force are parallel. So cutting force, and again you FC. This is your FC. In fact, this is your FC in terms of uh, FC cos. We have already estimated that FC is equal to R. F, this already we have estimated R cos lambda minus alpha. So from this you are getting this, and this is the velocity. Then maximum power. So just you have to equate for we have to find angle for maximum power. So this is the relation for maximum power. And when maximum power will be consumption will be there, this will be relation here. Lambda minus alpha is equal to pi by 2. When sufficient data is not given, we will use this condition. We will use this condition. That is the maximum power condition. This angle is corresponding to maximum power. D phi power equal to 0. Then velocities in a cutting operation. Velocities in a cutting operation. So basically there are three types of velocity in a cutting operation. One is chip velocity. So V chip is basically velocity of chip. Velocity of chip. These all are relative velocity. So you have to understand what velocity of chip. Velocity of chip is the velocity of chip relative to tool. Relative to tool. Velocity of chip relative to tool. And then you have V cutting velocity. Cutting velocity or machining speed. Cutting velocity is the velocity of velocity of tool with respect to workpiece. With respect to workpiece, and that is parallel to cutting force. And then you have one more velocity that we call shear velocity. It is there in a notes, right? Everything is there in notes. Shear velocity. So shear velocity is the velocity of chip. Velocity of chip. Velocity of chip. Chip with respect to or relative to with respect to workpiece. So here I have shown this velocity. One is the chip velocity. Then you have this velocity, velocity of tool, that is VC, and you have VS, that is your shear velocity. That is along the shear plane. So direction of the this is along the shear plane, because these are velocities. So along the shear plane, we must know magnitude and direction. And velocity of chip is, it is along the rack surface, along the rack surface of the tool. And velocity of cutting, velocity with this, and this is parallel to cutting force, parallel to cutting force or parallel to machined surface. So basically now we have chip velocity, cutting velocity, and shear velocity. We have to find relationship, or we have to find basically cutting velocity we can measure from the I mean, we can measure right now. We can measure. We can measure RPM. We can measure RPM. We can measure. So what we'll do? We'll calculate chip velocity and shear velocity in terms of cutting velocity and these geometrical parameters. So I have drawn the velocity triangle, three velocity, where v chip is this. This is the direction. So this is alpha. You know, it is along the rack surface, so it makes alpha. Vs is your shear velocity. It is along the shear plane, and it makes angle phi. Right now, so then this angle is alpha, so this will be angle your 90 degree minus alpha, and finally this angle will be your phi minus alpha. Everybody is clear? Everybody following me? I will share. I will share. Everybody is following me? If you don't follow, I will explain once again. Because I'm telling you more than 50 problems you have to solve based on the machining concepts. Okay, so now very easy, very easy. We'll apply sine formula, sine rule. You know sine rule. So sine rule, you know, sine phi minus alpha divided by this side, that is your cutting velocity v, right now, and then sine 90 degree minus alpha divided by this vs, and that is equal to sine phi divided by v chip. So this is the sine rule. This angle divided by this length, this angle divided by this length, and this angle divided by this length. So it is very easy now. You can estimate that Vs is equal to, or V chip is equal to, what is that value? V chip will be your V sin phi divided by sin phi minus alpha, and V chip, sorry, that is V chip. Oh shit. I'm very fast here. Actually, my brain works faster than my writing. That is the problem. And my handwriting is always poor. But I am very happy because somebody told that people whose handwriting is bad, whose mind is faster than writing. But I don't feel okay. Fine. So V chip you calculate, V chip, and you calculate Vs. Already I have done this. It is there in your notes, right? So you can calculate V chip and VCL. Then power, cutting power already discussed. Cutting power is equal to cutting force into velocity, cutting velocity. But where this power goes, finally it goes into heat only. Finally heat, all power goes into heat. But it is consumed in a two places. One is shear power plus frictional power, that is F into V chip. So finally this is equal to Fc into V. Means this power is consumed in a two places. One is your, we call it is shear power, and this we call frictional power. So frictional power, this already we have discussed. Now one is called specific cutting power. Specific cutting power. Specific cut. specific cutting power. When word is used specific, like specific gravity, specific weight, specific energy, specific power, when specific property, you have to divide it by mass. So one is term is called metal removal rate, MRR, metal removal rate. So it is basically a rate. So how much metal is removed? So you know, metal removal rate is your width into, that is your cross section area, into velocity v. This is your, right now. This is your, because in machining already we have discussed like this. So this portion is removed right now. This is T naught, and this is your width. So cross section area and perpendicular velocity corresponding to, this is the cross section area, that is T and W. So it will, and this is the velocity direction, velocity direction, velocity direction, velocity direction. So when you know, when pipe flows, if you know the cross section area and velocity, then Q will be A into V. So velocity and A is perpendicular. So here velocity, this is the velocity, cutting velocity, and WT, that is your cross section area. So this is your, and density, you must have to apply density right now. So density, that is mass flow, mass removal rate. But suppose I am talking about the volume removal rate, then volume removal rate is this much only. Volume removal rate, volume removal rate, this volume removal rate. When you divide this power with metal removal rate, that is volume removal rate, or because generally density does not change. So generally volume of the material, how much volume of the chip removed. So basically volume, it is volume. So metal removal rate is your WT0. This is width of the workpiece, width of the cut, and T naught into velocity, cutting velocity. So specific specific cutting power is FC into V divided by MRR. That is your FC into V divided by MRR. MRR already we estimated, WT0V. This V cancelled. So FC divided by WT0. So it looks like a force by area. Force by area. So this is your area, this is your force. So it is also called cutting pressure. Cutting pressure. So cutting pressure and specific cutting power is having same unit, that is Newton millimeter or meter millimeter square. So specific cutting energy is having unit of pressure, that is also equal to cutting pressure. Again, I am telling you, man, my notes and my teaching entirely based on 35 years of the GATE question papers concepts. So if I speak, I mean, I don't, I am very wise and clever. I use only those words that is useful in your GATE, and GATE has already asked. So even if you miss a word, you will miss a question. I'm telling you, cutting power, specific energy, specific power, right now. So it is same, and GATE has asked 2 times. So if somebody asks you cutting power, calculate cutting power pressure, you have to calculate FC into V by area, that is MR. In fact, that is your cutting power. Sorry, cutting pressure. You will think, oh, what is this cutting pressure? Basically, it is specific cutting power. Specific cutting energy. Actually, in fact, this is not, if it is volume flow rate and this is your power, time will be cancelled. So it is your energy. So be cautious, because now some important, so specific cutting power already we have discussed. So specific cutting pressure is same as specific cutting power. These relation holds good for orthogonal metal cutting single. So this you have to, this relation is you have to use. So T1 is equal to F cos phi, means for orthogonal cutting, single cutting tool, when process is machining operation is orthogonal and you are single point cutting tool, this T that is T naught is equal to F cos CS, where CS is equal to 0, means uncut chip thickness will be equal to feed. This is, this relation we can use for orthogonal metal cutting and single cutting tool. And this is also good at shaping, turning, and you can use this. Similarly, for width of cut and depth of cut are equal. Width of cut and depth of cut are equal. This will be, this is very good relation for turning, shaping, and planning. When you do this machining, orthogonal, machining process is orthogonal, and this machining is done by single cutting tool. So this you can relate. Now I am coming what we have studied. What we have studied in a machining. I am going to write everything what we have studied, because this will be used to solve your 50 questions, 50 gate questions, gate 50 questions, 50 numbers of questions. So one by one I write everything, because I know. So I started, yes, I started that again I am writing everything. Shear area, what was the shear area? Shear area, I don't know what was that, WT0 divided by sin phi. Am I right? Then we estimated tan phi is equal to, correct me if I am wrong, because I am teaching after how many years? 5 years. Then gamma cot phi plus tan phi minus alpha. Then R, that is T0 by TC, that we call chip thickness ratio. Chip thickness ratio. And one more thing, volume in is equal to volume out. You can apply this also. So WT0, right now, into suppose L1, W1, that is W2 TC into L2. So you can find, if width is same, width of the cut is same, so T0 by TC is equal to L2 or L2 length of chip, or LC divided by L original, matlab means LC by L original. So if chip thickness is not given, in terms of length also we can show. We can. And one word we have used for that also, elongation coefficient. You remember elongation coefficient? Elongation coefficient. You remember where is the this word was used? Now this is over. Chip thickness we understood. Then shear strain. Shear strain. We already estimated. That is shear strain, right now. That is shear strain. Shear strain. In any case, you have to remember this very, everything. Then R, I am writing magnitude only. fc plus ft, or we can say fc square plus ft square is equal to fn square plus fs square equal to f square plus n square, that is equal to r square. Then fc is equal to r cos lambda minus alpha, and ft is equal to r sin lambda minus alpha. Then fs is equal to fs is equal to fs is equal to fc cos phi minus ft sin phi, ft sin phi. Then fn is equal to, it will be your plus, right? No, fn will be equal to your ft cos phi plus fc sin phi. Am I right? Fc cos phi minus ft sin phi. Then f and then n. F we got fc sin alpha plus ft cos alpha, and n is your fc cos alpha minus ft sin alpha. You will not be able to derive any formula in your exam. So you have to understand the formula, root of formula, from where we got, but never try to derive formulas in a gate question, gate examination, because gate asks only application part, but you have to understand how that formula will derived. Okay, fine. Then fs also we got t0 w tau divided by sin phi. Then this mu is equal to f by n, that is your fc sin alpha plus ft cos alpha divided by fc cos alpha minus ft sin alpha, and that is also equal to tan lambda. So this is the coefficient of friction between chip and rack surface of the tool, and this is your friction angle, and that you can also write tan lambda is equal to fc tan alpha plus ft divided by fc minus ft tan alpha. We also derived r is equal to fs divided by cos phi plus lambda minus alpha. So, right? So fs is equal to, we can write cos phi plus lambda minus alpha. This we can also use. Then fc is equal to fs cos lambda minus alpha divided by cos phi plus lambda minus, this also we can get, and that will be also equal to tau s w t0 sin phi into cos lambda minus alpha divided by cos phi plus lambda minus alpha. We are already derived this. Then for maximum power condition, 2 phi plus lambda minus alpha by pi by 2. Then cutting power is equal to Fc into V, that is also equal to Fs into Vs plus F into V chip, and then specific cutting energy, specific cutting power is equal to Fc into V divided by metal removal rate, and where metal removal rate we are equal to W0 tau 0 V cutting velocity, and that is also equal to cutting pressure. Then V estimated V chip is equal to B sin phi divided by sin phi minus alpha, and then shear velocity Bs is equal to V cos alpha divided by cos phi minus. You have bundle of information from this bundle of information. If I am, I suppose, if I what do you call, if I set a question for you guys from this, I will say, I will say, how if alpha increases, what happened to the chip velocity? What happened to shear velocity? What happened to energy, cutting energy? What happened to metal removal rate? Means I can, lot of information are there. Everybody got this? Everybody got this? Everybody understood how many? Please note down all, everything. Sir, how you are able to remember this many formulas? Yes, sir, not. I am teaching here. I am teaching. I have studied more than 200 times. Same thing. I have written 11 times gate. I have written gate 11 times. Gate 11 times. 2006 to 2017. I have written, so if one time I repeat 10, so 11 into 10, that is 110, plus I taught 10 years, so 10 into 4, that is 150, plus BTech, it is also 50 times. So almost 200 times, man. How you can compete me? Now it is clear to all. Even I forget, man. I forget. I confuse here. Here I confuse. App is equal to ft cos alpha, ft sin alpha, like that, like that. So you people, I am telling you, don't confuse. You have to, Ravi Chandranji, what you have to do, you write down all this formula in a page, stick in your room somewhere, and I'm telling you again, and you remember, when you forget, you look that formula, and you write down on a page, and when you recall in your mind, when you forget, you look at the formulas what you have pasted in your wall. It is very easy. Otherwise you make a file of formula, file, and each page you write a formula of each chapter, like forming all formulas, machining all formulas, welding all formulas, casting all formulas, and you that file you keep always with you. So always remember those formula. And again, Magham, I mean, when you solve and practice problem, you basically don't see formulas. You remember first formula, then apply those formulas, then you will never forget. But again, where is our other guys? Mohit, how are you, man? Where is that Mohit guy here? It is tough, Mohit, right? You are following me or not? You follow me or not? How to remember? Okay, fine, fine, very nice. Rajas Sharma, hey, you please keep, you guys at least take good internet connection here. I have taken Geo Fiber network for you guys. I have spent a lot of money for this online teaching. So now coming to the point. Now story begins. Now story begins. Now our problems starts. So you have total put the value in our formula 99% formula 95% questions problems put the value get the answer put the value get the answer. I explain one questions then so this is our question. This is problem number 1. During an orthogonal cutting machining operation of mild skill, the following data were this is T naught, that is T1, that is actually T naught, T naught or T1, that is equal to 25 mm. Chip T2, that is your T chip, is equal to 0.75. If you are not clear, chip thickness will be always greater than uncut thickness. Then width of the cut is 2.5 mm. Then alpha is 0 degree. Alpha is equal to 0 degree. When alpha is 0 degree means this line, alpha 0 means this line is now perpendicular, means this angle is 0, means cutting tool is like this. Cutting tool is like this. Already we have said, right now, this is the cutting tool. So this angle is 0. So FC and FT are perpendicular. F and FC perpendicular means this is your frictional force will be along the rack surface. So now your tool is like this. Am I right? Your tool will be like this. Sorry. Your tool will be like this because this angle is 0. So frictional force act like this on the, this is your chip. This is your chip and this frictional force is perpendicular to the cutting force. That is the information. F and FC is perpendicular. Nowhere this concept will be used, but I have written. And FC is 950 Newton and FT is 475 Newton. It is clear. It is clear that you have given these forces. Always cutting force, thrust force will be given because that can be measured. Alpha is also given because it is a tool geometry. It is given. Uncut chip thickness is measurable. Chip thickness you can measure, width also measurable. You have to calculate coefficient of friction, that is mu. What? Determine the ultimate shear stress, tau, you have to find. So mu is equal to, you know the formula, mu is equal to Fc sin alpha plus Ft cos alpha divided by Fc cos alpha minus Ft sin alpha. This already I have written, hint I have given. So you can calculate this, put the value, get the answer. So mu is equal to 0.5. And the tau, for to calculate tau, I already have discussed, tau is equal to shear force divided by shear area. Right now, shear force you can calculate. Fs is equal to what is that? Fs is equal to tau 0 W tau s divided by, what is it, sin phi. Fs you have to calculate here. Then you can calculate this, because everything you know. Phi you don't know, so you use this formula to calculate phi. So tan phi is equal to r cos alpha. So this is, you use 1 minus r sin alpha. Then phi will come 18.4 degree. Fs you can calculate this relation, and you equate this, you can calculate tau. Tau will be your 379.4 Newton millimeters. Everybody is clear? Tell me. Please tell me whether you have understood the formula or not. So guys, formula, okay Praveen. So in my notes, I have total how many questions? How many questions? How many questions? How many questions? In my notes, how many questions are there? 9. 9 questions are there, right? In my notes, teaching notes, how many questions are there? 9. 9 questions are there, Amal. So I request you all, first you have to solve these 9 questions. So you have homework. I will discuss only doubts. I will discuss. So homework or assignment. Attempt all 9 questions of notes. Then get to 19872 2020. This you have to attempt. Come with doubts. So this is your assignment. Deadline is your 17, no, 18. 18, 8, at least you will be able to solve 80%. At least you will be solved 80%. That is my experience. If then we will be having doubt clearing session. So you have to write down already that 35 years of the GATE question paper already I have sent. So page number and question number you have to write down where you have doubt, and you have to send me on my WhatsApp. I will combine all doubts, and we will be having tomorrow, or tomorrow I will teach you machining another MRR. One topic is there. Shall I teach now? Okay, no issue. Machining time is your L by FL. Already we have talked right now, no issue. Then metal removal rate is your volume divided by machining time. So volume is W20 A. What is it? Volume. Volume divided by this. So you can calculate volume. Volume. So this relation will be used somewhere in a gate questions. Gate question. So I'm going to close the session now. So we'll be having tomorrow again class at 7 p.m. Fine, guys. Shall we